Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca from DevourDinner.com. Welcome to my kitchen. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I sure hope you're excited to be here too. We're gonna do a great recipe in the Instant Pot. It's delicious and it is a one pot meal, which is always heaven sent. It means cleanup in the kitchen is minimal and this is so tasty and so delicious. So welcome. As you join in, please say hello. Let me know where you're from. We're gonna take just a moment and make sure our technology is all hooked up and to make sure that you can actually hear me. Now, we are live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So let's just make sure that all of our technology is going and we're all hooked up because that's important. Okay, I'm getting the thumbs up that we are good on both platforms. The real question is, can you at home hear me? Okay, in the comments when you say hello, let me know how the audio is because that's what we're waiting for. Hey Amy, how are you? Hi Sigrid, hi Chris, hi Michelle. You guys are fantastic. Okay, can you hear me? That's what I need to know. Hi, Amy. Amy is from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group, so let's welcome Amy. And any of you that are hopping on over from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners, I'm Rebecca from DevourDinner.com, where I focus on easy-to-make recipes for busy families using common ingredients. And we've got a couple of birthdays in the house. So yesterday was Amy's birthday from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group. So let's make sure we wish Amy a big happy birthday. The second birthday in the house is my husband. Both of them had their birthday yesterday. How fun is that? So happy birthday. We hope you guys and anyone else who's celebrating a birthday, whether it was this week or last week, we hope you have just a great birthday celebrating you. Hi, Doreen, how are you? Doreen says audio's great. Okay, perfect. Listen, the Instant Pot I have on saute. As you can see on the front, it is reading hot. So I'm gonna throw in some butter. Now, you can use olive oil if you want as well. Let me go top down for a minute so you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna melt that butter. That butter's gonna turn brown pretty quickly because it's hot, so let's get some ingredients in there. So I have got some onion. Okay, I have diced up about a half of a cup of onion. And we want the onions to start to sweat, release some of those juices, let the flavor out. I'm also gonna add in some mushrooms. Now I'm gonna drop a link, just a minute here. We are making today Chicken Tetrazzini. Now, I have a turkey tetrazzini on my website, which is a wonderful recipe to make using leftover turkey during the holidays. Well, I love the recipe so much that I use leftover cooked chicken or rotisserie chicken and make chicken tetrazzini because it's so, so good. So let me drop that link for you. There we go. Perfect. Hi Susan, how are you? Hi Linda. Linda says happy birthday. Hi Robin. Robin says it's rainy and chilly. Amy, you're hilarious. Okay, so Amy asked, oh no, what happened? For those of you who are just joining in, you see me in this arm sling. Maybe you don't know. Well, I had major shoulder surgery and repair on the AC joint, the rotator cuff, the labrum, the bicep, you name it, we had it done. So I am in this sling for a while, a long while, which makes doing lots of things a little challenging and a little difficult. But healing is going well. We're just, kind of in the middle of it all at this point. So that's okay. We'll take it, right? All right, we're just gonna let those kind of saute and cook down. We got lots of happy birthdays going on, lots of fun stuff. You guys, I'm drinking my greens while we're cooking today. My protein company that I love came out with a brand new flavor of greens. And you know, I've been super honest and transparent with you on greens that I just have not gotten on the green kick, right? Drinking greens. I struggle with the color. They came out, gosh, 6 or 8 months ago with a bunch of new greens flavors, and the tropical has been my go-to, and I typically mix it with protein. But just Friday, they came out with a brand new flavor, and I am jaw-dropped in awe. In awe. So the flavor is a cherry limeade. Now there's a local fast food restaurant that makes what's called a lime Ricky in the summertime that has lime, and it's so good and refreshing. This reminds me of it. So it's cherry limeade greens from Clean Simple Eats. I'm loving it. So we're getting the greens in today while we are cooking up some dinner. And as always, if you want any more information on Clean Simple Eats, I'm happy to share that with you. I do have a discount code. The discount code is Devour Dinner, one word, all caps. And I will drop a link in the comments. I love it. I drink a protein shake every day without fail. I mix protein with steel cut oats, regular oats when I cook them up. I add it to so many things. All right, this is looking done. So let's turn this off for a minute. Let's slow that down. All right, first I'm gonna drop that link on the protein. Then we're gonna get back to cooking. There we go. You know what, Amy, you're right. Amy says Arctic Circle. It is, it's Arctic Circle, it's not Sonic. You are 100% correct. And I love it. It's so refreshing. The lime, the cherry, like I can get past the green color because of the flavor. This does not taste like greens. It reminds me of a summer refreshing drink, and I add Pebble Ice to it, and it's like fantastic. They sent me this cute jar. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has little, let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. Little cherries and little limes on it. It's so cute. All right, back to dinner over here. If you notice the bottom, look at the bottom. We've got stuck bits. So what are we gonna do? We need to deglaze the bottom of our pot. In order to do that, add some thin liquid. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the chicken broth, which is what we're gonna use to cook the noodles. And instantly, all of that stuff that was stuck just like melted into that broth. I'm just gonna scrape and make sure that nothing else is stuck and that we are good to go. Now, why do I take the time to saute the vegetables? Remember, we talk about this a lot because this is a question that I get so often from you viewers at home asking, do I really need to take the time to saute the vegetables? The answer is no, you do not. I choose to do it because I love when the vegetables are sauteed and you allow the onions to kind of break down naturally. The flavors that come out, I feel like the flavor is better than if I throw it all in there raw. So I take the couple of minutes to just saute it down. Make sense? That's the whole reason. All right. Now I've kind of spread those along the bottom, kind of evened it out as best I can. We are going to add to this some spaghetti. Now you could do linguine if you want. You could actually do any kind of pasta that you wanted. Today I'm using a fine angel hair pasta, and we have already broken it in half because of course spaghetti is long, thin noodles, and they won't fit in the pot. So we've already broken them in half, and I am going to, the best I can here one-handed, we'll see how well this works. I want you to see what I do. So I kind of just carefully, see how I just kind of make a pattern of them? It's not going real great. And then what I'm gonna do, once I've gone across one way, I'm gonna go the opposite direction. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm layering up the noodles. You guys, this is probably really funny to watch at home, one-handed. It's so awkward. It's like so awkward. All right, we're losing a few noodles here. There we go. Now I'm doing about 12 ounces of noodles. So not a full bag. You could do a full bag. You'd need to add more liquid. If you want to do a full pound of noodles, I am just doing this much. So we have layered it, okay? Then I'm gonna add the chicken broth. So the recipe calls for about 3.5 cups of chicken broth, and we're just pouring that down. I'm pouring it all over the noodles. 3.5 cans of chicken broth is about 2 cans. Okay, now the goal is we want the chicken or the pasta to absorb all of this liquid. That's the hope, right? So I'm just gonna kind of tuck these noodles down a little bit. I kind of made a mess of these noodles on top, but we really do want everything down in the liquid because we want it to absorb. Now, the recipe also calls for some heavy cream. I'm gonna add some more heavy cream in on top. Because it's heavy cream, because of the fat content, you can add it before you pressure cook. Sometimes I like to add it before, sometimes I like to add it at the end. Where we still have noodles that are not touching the liquid, I want to get that liquid level lifted a little bit more to make sure that this pasta all gets cooked. Ultimately, I'm gonna add about a cup. Probably add just a smidgen more at the end. But that's gonna get the rest of our noodles into some liquid. All right. Now, if you'd like, add a little bit of pepper. I have used broth that already has sodium in it, so I'm not gonna add any more salt. But if you're using broth that is sodium free, you might wanna add a little bit of salt, or you can wait till the end and you can salt the whole dish at once as you taste it to get exactly what you want. It works either way. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this. If you recall, my noodles were the fine angel hair pasta. Those are gonna cook in a lot less time than spaghetti or linguine or fettuccine. And so you're going to have to make an adjustment if you start swapping out ingredients. So I'm only gonna cook this for 2 minutes. And I'm actually a little hesitant. I think 1 minute might be okay. I've not ever done angel hair in the pressure cooker. So use your plus and minus key to adjust. We're adjusting to 2 minutes with the angel hair pasta. We've heard the beep. The beep is telling us that it is the Instant Pot has accepted those readings, and it's now gonna start heating the bottom element up to heat up all of our chicken broth. Once that chicken broth comes to a boil, it will create steam, and of course steam will create pressure. Pressure will seal off the back, and this little pin will jump up, and then it will seal off. The front panel will change from saying on, and then it will say the time that we set, in this case 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes are then gonna count down in numbers. When it reaches 0, it's gonna beep, let us know the cooking process is complete, and now it is in what's called a natural pressure release state, which means it's not maintaining the pressure, it's allowing the pressure to seep away little by little. We're gonna let the natural pressure release happen for 3 to 4 minutes before we open up the pressure valve to let out the rest of the steam. Why do we do that? Well, pasta is starchy and creates kind of a foam. When you cook pasta on the stove, more times than not, my pasta boils over. Maybe yours does too. That same starch is happening inside of our pressure cooker. So if we open up the pressure valve and that starch is right at the top, where's it gonna go? It's gonna come out and it's gonna shoot all over our kitchen and it's gonna make a mess. And I don't know about you, but cleaning up a kitchen full of starchy pasta water one-handed is not my idea of a fun Sunday afternoon. And that's why we're gonna let that natural pressure release happen for just a couple of minutes, because that starch will settle down. Then we'll open it up, let the rest of that steam out, and we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients after that. So that's all of it in a nutshell. Hi Peggy, how are you? Peggy says, hi potheads, checking in from Arkansas. I love that. Potheads. Everybody's laughing. Okay. I'm thinking somebody asked the question, why did I use chicken broth? Well, when you use chicken broth to cook pasta, it does enhance the flavor. Remember, if you're cooking pasta on the stove and you fill your pot full of water and you boil the pasta, some of that water is being absorbed by the pasta, but not all of it. In the pressure cooker, we do all of kind of the math to figure out how much liquid we really need, especially when we're making a fun sauce, right? So we want that pasta to absorb all of that chicken broth. That's flavor that's added to the pasta, which is then going to be added to the sauce that we're making afterwards. Now, a lot of times I cheat, okay? So I want to teach you this because you can get the best of both worlds. So today the recipe used 2 cans, which is great. I used it all. I don't have any extra. But I hate when I have a recipe that uses a portion of a can and I don't know when I'm going to use the rest of it and it ends up going bad. Now you can freeze it in ice cube trays and use it for different things. But sometimes I forget to do that. I'm human, right? So if the recipe had only called for like 3 cups or 2.5 cups, I would have done 1 can of chicken broth and I would have done the remaining amount in water. I still would get that flavor from the chicken broth, but I would be substituting with water. If you don't want to use chicken broth, you can do it all in water. That's okay too. Totally fine. You guys are fun. It's so good to be here. How's everybody's week going? How was Valentine's Day? How was all the fun stuff? Let's chat. We've got a couple of minutes. I'm not going to move this off. I don't want it to change. It's all plugged in. It's all tight. We're going to leave it be and let it do its thing. We'll talk about the other ingredients. How's that? So the other ingredients in chicken tetrazzini. Do you guys need that link again? Let me give you that link because I know it like scrolls away and it's hard to find. There we go. All right, I saw a comment. Hold on. Somebody asked, are you sick? Are you guys talking about me? I can't find it now. I just jumped away. I'm not sick. Oh, there it is. Amy says, are you sick too? Like, do you have a small cold? I can hear you. All right, I don't have a small cold. What I have is exhaustion. So I've had company from out of town. We've been up late, up early in the morning, playing and doing things. You know how it is when company's around, and my body is worn down. As you all know, whenever I get sick or worn down, my body reacts first. And so it's just exhaustion is what it is. But I'm okay. But thank you for asking. Super fun. All right. Sigrid says, I had a 6 a.m. flight to Houston for work on Thursday morning, so I went to bed at 8 p.m. on Valentine's. You know, that actually sounds wonderful, going to bed at 8 p.m. I told my husband that tonight, so now that company has left, we're doing a little celebration for his birthday with the kids after this live, and when that's done and everybody goes home, then I'm going to bed. Just going to bed. It's just what it is. Nice quiet evening here, for sure. Hey, do you guys remember what I'm doing this week? Who remembers? I've been talking about it now for weeks and weeks and weeks. Who remembers what's happening this week? I want to see if you guys remember. I really love this. Like, this cherry limeade, they make it in the travel or the single packs so that you can put it in your car, you can travel with it. I just got this flavor on Friday. They brand new launched it on Friday. They sent it to me and I'm leaving on a trip and I don't have time to order the single serves and I'm dying because I want to take it with me. So I'm gonna put it in, I travel with, you know, children's formula containers. You know, when moms put formula in little containers so that they can fill bottles when they're out grocery shopping or whatever. I have those that I put protein in, and I'm gonna put the screens in it and take with me because it's that good. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I might be a greens girl now. It's that good. Hi, Karen. How are you? Amy's got it. Amy says, Disney? Question mark? Yes. I am headed out to warmer weather. Here in eastern Idaho, it's been cold, it's been rainy, it's been snowy, it's been all of the things. And I am headed out to warm weather for an event. Maybe I haven't talked about the event too much. I'm trying to remember. You guys know what the event is? Now that you know it's Disney, do you know the event? We'll see if you guys pop up with it. You guys are so fun. All right, this just sealed. It popped up. In a minute, this front thing's gonna change. No comments over here. You guys, do you know? Hi, Shar, how are you? Hello from Illinois. Hey, do we have any new viewers on today? If you're new here or you haven't been here in a long while, will you say hello? This live demonstration, this is a safe place to ask questions. I do these recipes and show you the tips and the tricks and try to give you substitutions and try to give you all the information I can so that you can make it at home. Whether you're making this right along with me right now or you're taking notes so that you can make it this week, that's why I do these lives. And it's a lot of fun to hang out. But I want to help you using your pressure cookers at home and make delicious recipes and help you where you might be working all day and you just need something better than a fast food swinging in and through. So I hope you enjoy those. If you're new here, this is a place to ask your questions. If you don't know how to use your Instant Pot and it's still in the box, get it out. Let's help you learn. But go ahead and say hi in the comments so we know who you are. I have got a team of people on here, just a team of loyal followers, top fans who are helpful beyond measure, who will answer questions while I'm teaching. We've got Amy from the Instant Pot 101 for Beginners group as well, which is a phenomenal Instant Pot group here on Facebook. And her moderators jump in as well. They're incredible. So just don't be shy. This is a great place. All right, Sigrid says, I don't know where you're going. Sally says, hello from Tennessee. Welcome, Sally. Michelle says, Disney West or East? So it's Disney East. So I'm going to Disney World is where I'm headed. And what am I headed for? Princess Half Marathon Weekend. Debbie says a cooking event. Oh gosh, you know what? I would love to do a cooking event at Disney. I would absolutely love it. No, I'm going for Princess Half Marathon Weekend. My Disney bestie and I are doing the 5K. She is a avid runner and does all the crazy races. And I'm doing the 5K. Not quite as planned. We bought these tickets for the race, I don't know, 9 months ago? They go on sale like a long time ago. So obviously this whole shoulder thing was not planned. It was not part of the picture. I was supposed to be cleared to run for the race. I am not cleared to run. I'm only cleared to walk. So I will be walking the 5K, but it's Disney and it will be fun and it will be fantastic. Robin says, Disney World is near me. I hope there's no rain, Robin. Doreen is asking, have you all used Seal's lid from Amazon with success? Oh, yes, Doreen. So you do not have to use the Instant Pot brand name, the inner seals. I have clear ones. I have red ones. I have blue ones. I have all different, whatever colors they make them in. If you look on Amazon and you see like the review level is high, like lots of people like them, buy them. You'll be just fine. I can drop a link later and pull one up for you if you like as well. But they're fine. Carolyn says, Disney is only 40 minutes from you. Oh, I would like die to live that close. I would die. The traffic down there is miserable. My Disney bestie lives only like 25 miles away, but at certain times of day can take almost an hour and a half to get to the Disney properties because of traffic. It's really crazy. All right, you heard the beep. We are now in what's called the natural pressure release. You see the 1 on the front panel. When it's cooking, it counts down in numbers. When it's natural pressure release, it counts up in numbers. So it says 1, it'll go 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna start letting the pressure out. Now it's not uncommon. Why is it beeping again? I know, but it beeped before, I thought. Maybe I'm losing it, you guys. I must be losing it. Let's not. One of you ladies will catch what I did. I thought it beeped earlier. I'm so wrong. Michelle says, be careful, you could trip. Yes, I know. We're going to let all the crazy runners go in front. All the crazy runners are going in front. We're not worried about time. We're not worried about anything. It's just going to be leisure walk. The 5K is running through Epcot, if you're familiar with the parks, and it walks around World Showcase, which will be a lot of fun before the park opens, obviously. The theme of the race is, because it's Princess Half Marathon weekend, the 5K theme is the Little Mermaid or Ariel, which is going to be so fun. And as you know, when people do these, they dress up, and I'm going to dress up too, which is going to be way fun, way fun. I will be dressed up as Flounder, and I am super excited, super excited. It's going to be great. Lots and lots of fun. All right, I'm going to drop one more time this link to the protein. I love the protein. I drink the protein every day, but this new greens, I'm serious. Like, I would drink multiple of these a day, except they're greens. So I'm not going to do that because I think that would be too much and too hard on your body. But the flavor is a flavor that I would drink multiple a day, which is crazy. Sigrid, I will definitely post pictures. I have the photo pass, so hopefully one of the photographers gets a good picture of me going across the finish line. Hopefully. I will be in my brace, which is unfortunate, but I've got a smaller brace that I might wear for the race. We'll see. It'll be fun. Shar says, have a wonderful time. I am so excited. So excited. And then we are doing yoga in front of the castle at Magic Kingdom. So it's on a different day, but we were able to get tickets to do yoga in front of the castle. And I know some of you at home are just now laughing because my Disney bestie is like laughing at me big time. How am I going to do yoga with my arm in a sling? For those of you who don't understand shoulder surgery, I can't move my arm. So I can move my arm like, let's see here. I can bring my arm down to my side, right? And I can bring my arm up like this, but I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I can't do any of this. And I can't take my arm above my head. I can do none of that. So my Disney bestie's been making fun of me because yoga is really not going to work. But this is my theory. I don't care. I get to be in Magic Kingdom before the park opens as the sun is rising, and it's that dark but light kind of time period, and the castle's glowing and the Disney music is playing and there's instructors doing yoga, and I just get to have that peaceful, relaxing time. And I'm excited. And everyone around me can do the warrior pose and the tree pose and downward dog and all of that. And I'm okay just to sit and enjoy. Oh, it'll be fun. It will be fun. All right, we are at 3 minutes. Can you see that on the front? So at this point, I am going to push this a little bit off camera because I've got a camera above. You want your pressure cooker away from your cabinets and away from any lights because that's important. So we're gonna pull it over here and I'm gonna open this up. Now, If this starts spitting out any starches or any liquid, you're gonna quickly close it. And that's called intermittent pressure release or controlled pressure release. It allows those starches to kind of settle down. So don't panic if things start spitting out. That is very common. All that means is your level inside is just really high. And there's not a lot of that room for that pressure to get out, and it's picking up the liquid and trying to shoot it out too. So just close the lid for a minute, that pressure valve, let it settle for just a minute, and then open it back up. If you're afraid of your pressure valve, so many of you are, I get it. I was too. It's only because I've made thousands and thousands and thousands of Instant Pot recipes that it doesn't faze me anymore. You can use, I don't have, you know when your pressure cooker came with a ladle, there's a little hole in the end of the ladle? That hole actually will grab your little pressure valve and you can turn it and keep your fingers away. Use a spatula. Anything to get your fingers away from it makes a world of difference. It's pretty easy. Beth is asking a great question. Has anyone's kids tried Clean Simple Eats protein? Okay. They make the protein for kids. They have a children's line that I think makes the chocolate and the vanilla flavors. My nephews have tried it. They like it. They're nine-ish, and love it. Now, on the flip side, Little Miss and Little Honey Bear, they love when Mimi comes to town and makes shakes, and they are always sipping on my shakes. And I let them have a sip here and there. But of course, they're toddlers, and toddlers don't need protein shakes. So I'm not promoting that, but they love the flavor of it. If that helps, Beth. Sigrid says, it'll be so magical. Yes, it will be so magical being in front of the castle. I don't care. I'm at Disney, and I've always said with Disney, even a bad day at Disney is a great day. Even a bad day at Disney, like weather-wise, is a great day. I've got pictures of me running through torrential rain downpours at Disney. But I'm at Disney, and I'm just thrilled. I just love it. Carolyn says, no rain for the week. I've been watching. I have been watching. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Anthony says, we're in Ingram. Been living here 20 plus years now. Howdy. Okay, tell me where Ingram is. I don't know. Help me out. I'm guessing that's down there by Florida, by all where we're talking. There's so many like little towns, little places. Doreen says it mixes better for me with silk almond milk. So I use almond milk when I mix my protein. I use cashew milk. I use 1% milk. I use electrolytes. I mix it with Body Armor. I mix it with orange juice. I mix it with pineapple juice. I mix the protein with everything. My friend mixes it with coffee. She'll take the vanilla and mix it with her coffee. Loves that. Amy, okay, were they asking for a potato soup recipe? I'm guessing they were. I do not have a potato soup recipe that I do in the Instant Pot. I don't know why, because I make potato soup all the time. But I don't have one that I make in the Instant Pot. Now, your lid, these little nubs on your handle, they fit right here in the handle, which means all the condensation from inside of your lid can then drain down. Remember, your lid is hot. You don't know where to put it. It's awkward. That is the place to put your lid. Now, for me, I'm going to get it out of the way because I don't want the lid in the way. All right. We have got this. I'm stirring this all up. Sometimes the noodles with spaghetti get kind of stuck together and they get a little clumpy. But as you can see, if you just start stirring it, they kind of break up, right? Now, I did not add all of the heavy cream, and so I'm gonna add some more because I don't have a ton of extra sauce at this point, and I do want it a little more saucy. So we're gonna mix that in. The recipe also calls for some sour cream. In place of the sour cream, you could use some plain Greek yogurt. You could use whipping cream. There's a lot of things you could use. Now, it's also gonna call for some Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan cheese is what's gonna help thicken up your sauce. In this case, I can scrape and see the bottom. I don't know if you guys can tell that or not. The pasta did a fantastic job of really absorbing all of that liquid. So we're gonna just add in some cheese. I'm not gonna add all of it in, I'm gonna leave it for on top. I'm gonna add in rotisserie chicken. So this is leftover rotisserie chicken. You could have added this before, but I prefer it at the end. I need to update the recipe. So we're gonna stir that in. And then last but not least, we're gonna add in peas. Now, make sure you buy frozen peas, run them under water, rinse them, and they'll thaw out all on their own, but then we're going to add them right here. When we add them, we're gonna put the lid back on top and just let it all sit. We're gonna let the cheese melt, we're gonna let everything happen. And you can add, Kate, you can add as much peas or as little as you like. I know so many of you don't care for peas. Maybe you only have half your family that likes peas. Maybe you wanna serve the peas on the side. That's fine too. The peas add great color, add great contrast. Right now in the bowl, that's not super pretty. And so the green of the peas really do make a difference. It's up to you. I love peas with butter and salt and pepper. I just love them plain. Oops. Now, what's also fun with this meal is if you pour it into a casserole dish and you put French fried onions on top, pop it in the oven and let it kind of toast and crisp up. The extra crispiness, the texture is delicious. So easy to do. I can't lift this to pour it in, so we're not gonna do that today, but I do want you to realize you can do that and it's super, super simple. I'm gonna clean up some of this stuff. Got my lid in the way down here, darn it. All right. We're gonna push this off. I've got a plate. I don't know why this is like a red tint going on here. We're gonna do some contrast because boy does it make a difference if I can get some color underneath this so you guys can see what I've got going on. And then we're gonna plate this up. Now the fun thing about this is look. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the green from the peas. It's got all of that great protein. You see that? I've got some sourdough bread that I made with company that we can add to it. We have a whole meal. This is a one pot meal and it cooks so fast and so easy. Now, of course, you can make this with turkey. Turkey tetrazzini is a very popular recipe after the holidays. I also have a turkey tetrazzini recipe on my site. This is for chicken. It's the same thing. You just substitute the protein. You can even add cooked steak. You could use ham cubes. You could leave the protein out. You could do tofu. You could saute up some tofu and just like get it cooked around the edges. Throw tofu in as well. There's so many different varieties of how you can make this recipe. The sauce is delicious. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's wonderful. I'm gonna pull this up close to the camera. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna take a bite. Eating on camera has never been my favorite. You guys know that. But right now I can't even get it close to my mouth. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. I've only put a little bit of pepper in this, so you might wanna season your plate. Oh, I love it. For the record, 2 minutes, that worked good. I like 2 minutes, 2 minutes works. I might try 1 minute next time just to see the difference, but it's not mushy like the noodles. If you just joined in, I'm using angel hair pasta as opposed to a spaghetti. So it's a thinner noodle and it'll cook in less time. So good, so good. All right. Susan says, looks delicious. Kathy says, can you share your source, your dough recipe? My sourdough recipe. You know what? Yes, I need to. So I started making sourdough. When did I start doing that? Last November-ish? Yeah, last November-ish. And I went down to Salt Lake City and I took a class from a sourdough guru, like someone who teaches it religiously, and got sourdough starter from them. I have loved it. Absolutely loved it. I don't know, maybe we can do something on one of these lives one day and I can help you guys at home, because I make a cinnamon sourdough, like with cinnamon chips, a plain white. This is a garlic herb. We've done garlic cheddar. I've done a lemon blueberry sourdough. Oh, so good. It's fun to play around with them. And it is so, so, so easy. I taught my son. He makes sourdough and loves it. He loves to be in the kitchen. It's just great. Debbie, great question. Can you tell me the benefits of your greens? Well, Bill, will you hand me that bag? It's sitting way over there. The greens on the website, if you look at the product listing, list all of the ingredients that they have with greens. So the hype with greens, and this has been something over the last probably 2 years, I've seen people who are drinking greens escalate. And if you watch on social media, you see them plugging their nose and they like gag it down to get their greens. Essentially, they're not eating enough greens in their daily diet. They're not getting their vegetables in, so they're drinking their greens. Let me grab this bag. So the bag looks like this. And this flavor has been done on a collaboration with Courtney Cahoon. She's a social media influencer, crazy, like super fun to follow, lots of great things. So what it is it's all of the superfoods in one scoop is what they say. But it has natural cherry flavors, natural lemon lime flavors, natural lime flavoring, citric acid. There's some stevia for extract in this as well. The carbs on it are 4 grams of carbs, only 1 gram of sugar, which is great. So it's really good. It's really good. If you can get your greens in, if you can get nutrition in different ways, if you're not doing it through natural eating foods, it's better for your body. So I'm going to try this. Like, you guys know I do greens periodically. I don't do them religiously. But this I love enough. I'm going to do greens a day for the next 30 days. I'll report back. I'll tell you what I see in my body. This is a flavor that will sell out. Hands down, no question about it. They will sell out of this because it's going to be that popular. So if you're interested in it, grab a bag, use my code Devour Dinner, one word, all caps. It will get you 10% off of anything on their website. If you have questions on flavors of protein, you're not sure what to do, send me a direct message. I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll tell you exactly what I've liked and why I like it and what I choose and what I drink. I'm happy to do it. I have been drinking this protein now for just over 2 years. Love it. It's made me feel so great. I've lost weight on it because it fills me up and it's helped me to make better food choices. You guys have heard all of that. So it's enough with that. You guys got it. Message me. I will help you. Peggy says, do you make the bread in a machine? No, I don't. Making sourdough is a true labor of love. It takes about 10 hours of the processing time. It doesn't take a lot of time to do. It's the waiting while the dough proofs. You can proof it in the Instant Pot. I'm going to be honest. I like the long proof so much better for the sourdough. Debbie says, love sourdough. Linda says, looks really good. Looks delicious. Michelle says, how long would you cook with spaghetti? So if you were using spaghetti noodles on this recipe, which is what is listed, I would do it for 4 minutes. I did this for 2 minutes because this is like half, it's much smaller. If I was doing linguine, which is thicker than spaghetti, I probably would do it for 5. I might actually do it for 4. Sometimes it depends upon the brand of pasta you're using, the quality of the pasta. If you're using a cheap store brand pasta, those tend to absorb and cook a lot faster than some other pastas. And so that makes a difference as well. Keep that in mind when you're changing and substituting ingredients. All right, everybody. This has been fun today. Listen, I will be gone. Debbie, here's the answer. Debbie says, which is better? The mix that you have or the single sticks? Per price point, this is a better deal. This is a bag, you get 30 servings in it per price point. When you buy the individual sticks, it's a box of 10 individual servings. It depends on how you're going to use it. When I travel, because I travel a lot, I do like the individual servings because it's sealed, it's in a container, I can throw it in my backpack, I can go, it's just easy. But they cost more per serving by doing it that way, which is why I told you my trick that sometimes I put my protein in those little containers that moms use for baby formula, and I put it in there. So I do that as well. If you aren't sure, the sticks would be cheaper overall, but you're getting less servings. Does that make sense? I don't think they have added yet this flavor into their variety box of greens. So they sell a variety box that has 10 packets in it and you get 2 of each of their most popular flavors. I don't think they've added this flavor to that box yet, or that would be a great deal because then you can try a lot of flavors for one price. Okay, let's wrap this up. I will not be here next Sunday, but I will be here the Sunday after that. So that's like the 3rd, I think. Let me check. That is March 3rd. I will be back March 3rd with another recipe demo. I'll tell you all about the race, all about the fun when I was in Orlando. I'll have pictures. I'll post pictures over on Instagram. If you're not following me, get over there and follow me. Give me some love over there. Have a great day. Big shout out to Amy from the Instapot 101 for Beginner. I hope you had a great birthday, Amy. Big hugs to you, to your team. Thank you for all your love and support. And thank you at home for coming and joining in and following along. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I get goosebumps when I think about all of you all over the world who join in, who come and say hello and check in on me. It just makes me smile, and I'm so grateful for each of you. Have a wonderful, blessed week. Have some fun. Go out there, spread sunshine. Remember to be kind. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye now.